Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good... With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to play good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out come the Seahawks now. And a glance here at their...
Handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season. He might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
That one nearly 30. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week. Do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
A gain of 5, good enough. 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and... Now they'll run on the draw. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to...
He bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A handoff as they run the counter play. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A lot of times that is one-on-one, and if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people.
And he will end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Andy Janovich, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? It's the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So, and Charles will get a look at the 1st overall pick from April's draft.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because Owens.
And right away, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this case.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The convention.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right.
Nation there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain. Up to play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Young will set to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Way from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have got.
Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out.
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be.
For Seattle. He was at 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's where their carries. Just keep giving it to them.
14-0 the score. This is the from the 25. Here's 2nd and 6. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just in. Smith and Jigba in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a handoff running through the middle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
And he is a great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. As for the football, 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a pickup of 4.
45, wide.
Another run here with Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second catch down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple.
Ready. 32.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you are inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm. And had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
Reassert themselves here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a
33. Yellow.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 34's the line.
On 1st and 10, Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll set up shop. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Pushes him over. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 34.
Here in this first half, very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here teams, that's how they put them on notice.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he takes his beyond bounds.
Black. 95.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Ready, go.
Young on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he's going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That's swung out wide to Sanders. The Panthers going to use as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
You can't block me.
It'll be Young again. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just before we get to halftime.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, check back 34.
Young to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. They'll wind up getting just a yock down.
Yellow, 43.
Now here's Young. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Did he have a chance to scan the field there? It felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, still, their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and...
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he's able to get this one up to his 3rd. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to be effective.
Where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you...
Thanks very much. Fine work as always. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a...
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. How about Jonathan out behind the line? Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Young. Rolling to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Have a first down. Throwing, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide. But he was thinking on that carry, wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be first down. And going right back to Walker. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Lays plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Ertz over the middle. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a... Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the sound. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to...
But all you're thinking defensively, keep him out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he will score. A 6-yard touchdown run on cruise control. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25. Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a put the ball in the air. It allows for them to have some success.
Third and short yardage, Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense, things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Powers through. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the... Should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to lose yard. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A first down throw for Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, put it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side. New level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got a man. That's Ayuk. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4.
It's just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the... They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16, and another first down. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Broke through the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touch. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. It off with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Carolina staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a first down throw for Young. And that one into the hand. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to use. That one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's going to have a first down long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Chase complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought another first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. A quick throw knocked away. It's it. You normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame. He's big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first. With things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish. They're going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's back to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he won't return this one. They'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a...
That early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cameron Jordan in there here. And you hate to say it with a rookie. Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his go in a game that's already been decided. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
Start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they